What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bluerock Tea TV. You know how we do. You know how it is. Yes, we got some, I guess, more tea to spill tonight. You know, this has been a hot topic that caused a lot of controversy. So we're going to be as delicate as we can when, spilling this tea, when giving you guys a bit more information than I guess what some bloggers just don't have yet. But maybe they're still kind of racing for the story. But you guys know Bluerock Tea TV was one of the first, if not the first, to drop the story and drop some more details, because that's what we like to do. Instead of just dropping the 60 seconds of a clip or just giving you kind of some generic response, we kind of like to get the full tea for you guys. We also like to see if we can reach out to these people and see if they want to come on and be messy or tell their truth nonetheless, right? So that's what we're doing. That's what we always do right here on Bluerock Tea TV. I don't really need to explain what we do because I think the viewers know exactly what we do here on Bluerock. So I thank all of you guys again for joining us tonight. It's going to be a great night. I'm going to share with you all the exclusives. I'm going to let you know exactly what I heard when speaking to this person. And she might indeed jump on tonight. We do not have 100% confirmation of her jumping on tonight, but she did tell me that if her schedule permits itself, she will be jumping on tonight to join us. Okay, but if not tonight, I got some details at the end of this show to help you guys understand how we are working towards getting that interview, to make sure that you, the viewers, got a little bit more to find out, maybe ask some of your own questions, because this shit, it's interesting. It's spicy nonetheless. You know what I mean? Thanks again for dropping the blue diamonds. We're about to start this show. This show is going to be crazy. We're not going to hold back. My unbiased ass is here to really, serve the tea. As much as that might be disturbing for some people that I'm neutral, it's just the way it is. So with that being said, I want you guys loud in the chat. I want to hear all the opinions, whether or not you agree with us, whether you don't. And I want to remind you that the chat is heavily moderated. So if you are going to be saying things that are disrespectful to myself or our guest host, then there might be some problems. So, let's be respectful. I think as adults, we can all have a healthy conversation, right? So, I don't want to hold us back too long. I know everybody's excited to get this show started, so let's go ahead and do just
Welcome
that.
to Bluerock Tea TV's live show, where we spill the tea on the celebrities you love and hate. So sit back and hold on to your seats, but don't hold back. Get in the live chat, because it's about to get juicy.
Yes, you heard it. You know damn well what we mean by it's gonna get juicy. So we need all of you guys right now in the chat to just drop the blue diamonds. We're about to get started. You know what I'm saying? There's some things going on, and we're definitely gonna talk about it. Again, I want to remind people that if for some reason, I want to remind people that if for some reason people are getting disrespectful in the chat, especially towards me or any of the guests, please go ahead, mute their asses, help them understand exactly what they need to do, because we're going to do something a little bit respectful here. I know the issue is going to be a bit, tough for some, but we're going to want to find out what happened, because like I said, I did get to speak to this person, right? So why did she post the video? Who prompted her to share it, right? And who's the message for, right? Because we know that she said that there was, some things that she kind of had that she wanted to talk about, and some messages that she wanted to get, across to somebody, right? So we're definitely going to go into that. Now, did I forget anything? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I forgot something, But before I continue, you guys, because I know everybody's waiting and just wants to show and wants to know what's going on and get some more of the details, which we're going to get into. I want to take a moment to welcome one of our guest co-hosts today. Way Up, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
You know how we do. We're just here again, another night to spill the tea, right?
Yeah, today's been crazy for you.
It sure has been. Now, I know you're kind of seeing some of the things that's been going on, and I always like to ask our guest host right away, right off the bat, just a brief synopsis or an idea of what do you think of all the stuff that we've been seeing?
Well, First off, I guess my biggest question, because everything's a question right now with this woman, is why her intent, right? So why did they all of a sudden, you know, put this information out there? Like, what is the end game? Just to get people going. Was this set up? Was this organic? That's the biggest thing I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, and I think you definitely hit some good points there, because some people in the DMs have been wondering a lot of that. So you guys drop some blue diamonds in the chat. I see you guys. We're gonna do some shout outs soon and stuff, and we're gonna get this going. I see Tea Time with Latrice up in here with her Air Forces on. Calm down. Listen. Things are going on, things are going to be discussed, and like I said, that's why we're here. All right, so I'm going to try not to get distracted by the chat, because I am looking over, because I do notice the chat, it's quite busy right now, right? And they're saying a lot of stuff. So again, you guys, if people are falling off topic, or if you think that they're trying to come for me in any way, because I do know tonight's going to be sensitive for people, so there's going to be some trollers in the chat, there's going to be some trollers in the back. I do need the mods up and taking care of that. Clean it up. I don't care. We're gonna do what we do, right? Now, if I can bring up the right thing here, I do want to kind of just get right into it. So most of us had already seen, the jail call, where Davis is dancing for Blueface, right? So let me just pull that up there for a second here while I talk. So, most of us has seen the first jail call, right? So this is it. This is kind of what broke the news. I kind of threw out some still images, and, from that, people started to figure out where it was, and getting the video and sharing the video. But this essentially is the video that started all the drama, right? And got things going, right? Now, what did you think when you first saw the video? Like, when you saw this first kind of pop out, like, what came to mind?
Well, the first thing that I said was he's reaching. He needs some attention. Blue needs a little traction. Krishan is kind of like in her own zone, minding her business, taking care of her and her child, and it's just too quiet for him. He just needs to be heard and seen.
Yeah, and I agree, and that's the thing, right? Because a lot of rock fans, got a bit upset about this, the fact that the call dropped, and, some of them felt that this might be a distraction for her, while others feel that, Krishan Rock cannot be distracted on her journey right now by anything, right? But there's a lot of viewers that want to know, right, what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to know, how did this go down? How did this Davis person end up on the call to begin with, right? And Davis shared with me that she used the contact information that Blueface had shared on his IG, right? So we're all aware that, Blueface had released his information on IG. Davis told me that's what she used to kind of, start the request, is what she had said, Now, when she was going through the request process, she told me that nothing really connected, nothing really happened. So she thought, she wasn't going to hear from Blueface at this point. You know what I mean? So at this point, when she was sharing her story with me, there was no call. There was no call, but she had felt that she wasn't going to get in contact with Blueface. But then all of a sudden, she told me that she woke up that morning, which was yesterday morning, and she received a call from him. And that call that she received from him, from Blueface, is the same call here that we were looking at. So she said she had received this call from Blueface. She was a little bit shocked when he did reach out. So whatever she did in the sign up process, and whatever she had to submit, I don't know if he had to approve it, and he saw her and he's like, oh wait, let me contact her, let me reach out to her. You know what I'm saying?
And that call was today?
This call was yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
Right. So because I dropped this last night, right? So until so like I said, she didn't even know she was going to connect with him until she received the call from him, right? So when she told me he called her, obviously at that point I had a bunch of questions. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, wait a second. So he called you. Like, why would, like everybody knows at this point, Blueface put his information out. So the possibility of him speaking to any of his fans is very likely right now, right? The possibility of his fans calling and doing things like that it's very likely, right? So to us,
Mhm.
though, when she said that he reached back out to her, that's where I was like, wait, what? So was it just a pretty face that he saw, or was there more? You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's kind of where we kind of, asked her a bit more questions to figure things out. So now, chat, what we're listening to right now, I know a lot of you guys have some questions in the chat. I know a lot of you guys are wondering, what's really going on, and you have your own opinion as well. Somebody said Carlissa, because, Carlissa did definitely jump on and had something to say as well, right?
Mhm.
Now, like I said, a side note, when Carlissa did jump on, she had mentioned something about Blueface's call being suspended, right? But in the time frame of her mentioning it and this call, I wouldn't be sure if his permissions or his abilities were suspended, and if so, I don't know for how long. So I don't know how and if that is accurate to what Carlissa had mentioned. But what I do want to mention is that this particular call that we're looking at, which may seem as if it would be related to what Carlissa was saying, happened yesterday morning, right? So whatever Carlissa knew, right, whatever Carlissa thought, it didn't, maybe it happened already with somebody else. Maybe it didn't happen at all. Maybe some things were being planned and she got the news before it happened. There's a lot of speculation that's happening right now from this, and people are wondering, like, if it didn't happen yet, how did Carlissa know? Like, was this all a plan? Right? So, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of questions. Well, that's why we're here. We're trying to clarify exactly what we learned so far on the story. Way up, I know this is a lot of information, right?
Mhm.
But any thoughts right now about what you're hearing?
Well, first off, I don't know how many days ago it was, but we all know it was kind of a setup because he started following Davis the same day. I believe now correct me if I'm wrong, the same day he unfollowed the Rock and the Baby, right? And this was days ago.
No, I don't think he's actually following her. Now, it's good that you brought that up, because no, it's good you brought it up though, because there was a bunch of people thinking that the one woman that he was following on there, that perhaps it was her,
Hmm.
but it's not her. That's not the person. I don't know if he has changed that and he's following right now,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go in there right now and double check, because things change all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the time.
I mean, it's a clear reach for attention, you know, honestly.
Most definite. A lot of people are saying it's a reach for attention, and that's why I think this is kind of, it's making people think, what's going on. And that's why I think it kind of alerted some of the Rock fans to where, they're wondering, like, is this just another way to gain more attention from her? Is this something to try to pull her back into, I guess, the circus per se, and all the messiness, right? Because the Krishan Rock fans are extremely concerned about that, right? They're concerned about all the things that's been coming up in the last couple of weeks about Krishan, the attempt of Ronnie trying to mention something, people bringing up, different random things about her being at the fair, and then now obviously this, there's probably
Mhm.
some other things as well that occurred that I didn't run and that I'm not going to mention. But
Right.
her fans are really, really out there saying, y'all, they're trying, like, the devil is awake, and the devil is trying to do what the devil does, right? So what are your thoughts about that? Do you think that this is a plan of theirs to somewhat, you know, get Krishan's attention, or do you think this is just Blueface doing what Blueface does? Like, is this separate from Krishan and just a Blueface act? Any thoughts
Honest,
about that?
okay, so honestly, first off, let me say I'm non-biased, but however, I am a huge Rock. I'm Team Rock. That's just Let me just start there, right? So I can understand all the concern from her fans because it's a lot of back and forth, and if you really care about her like you do, I mean, it can cause a bit of anxiety because just when I see a lot of people out there who they pray for Blueface, and I get it because if she likes it, we love it, right? And that is the baby's father. However, when he does things like the whole following and the unfollowing, it it's unnerving. It's actually disrespectful and distasteful. So I get why they're so passionate about that, but at the same time, I think that this man is just about a check. And someone mentioned, I saw earlier, that it's hereditary. His issues come from what he comes from, which is all he knows. Right? It's like drama, and I just feel again, I just feel like she's making noise without even trying to make noise effortlessly, and he's probably not receiving any checks anymore, right? So, he has to got to make money some type of way. He's actually crashing out, if you ask me.
Yeah, and that's what Fabulous here, one of our moderators, had said, that it seems like there's a crashing out episode that we're looking at, right? Now the audience knows too that he gave his information, right? So many people, many calls. That's what we're all gonna assume, right? We're all gonna assume that Blueface is just being busy right now with all the different potential calls from all the different fans and so on, that he might be connecting with, right? But as of right now, this is the only one that has came. I think there was another photo dropped by another blogger, but we're not too sure exactly where that came from. I believe, I don't know if it's been led to be the same thing, but the understanding it's not, right? Someone else here says about Blueface's mom. I'm going to video visit him. Beloved here had shared. I want to let you guys know, the viewers, we are dropping the StreamYard link because we are encouraging our viewers. If you have an opinion about today's topic, definitely click the link, the StreamYard link, and jump on. We'd love to hear your opinion live if you want to give your opinion live. That's something that we encourage. But like I said, let's keep it respectful. We don't want anything to go bad. And also, we got to follow Facebook's not Facebook, well, maybe Facebook as well, but let's follow the social media policies. All right, guys. So I can't have anybody coming on here and cussing and swearing and carrying on and all that kind of stuff. Come up here and share your opinion, but I think we can do it so critically, like adults. You know what I'm saying? Rochelle here wanted to share from the chat. I honestly think that he was trying to get a rise out of Krishan. He knows her temper, but with her new journey, I wouldn't think that she would pop off on the girl for a video that she made with Blue. 100%. 100%, right? We also have Miss VP. Sometimes, you guys, I don't read this stuff ahead of time because it's hard. So forgive me if I read something that is a little bit inappropriate. I will stop in the midst of it. But this one here, Miss VP says, I'm tired of everyone I'm tired of everyone with this Stewie likes girls. If she's really like girls, she would be with one rather than being okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? For 10 years plus. Okay, so Ms. VP has some strong feelings there about Stewie, and her relationship choices and where she chooses to stay, right? Beloved wants to remind people to keep it clean, but nonetheless, let's get to the tea. So I asked why she posted the video, obviously, right? So that was the big part, right? Like, I asked her, why did she post the video? Because I'm trying to understand, you know what I mean? So she did tell me that somebody told her to post the video. Okay. Wow. Now, before I get right, somebody told her, you guys. So somebody literally told her to go ahead and post this video. Now, before I even, get into the details of who told her, maybe the chat can do some guesses there. I'm not too sure. Now, I do see here something in the chat says, y'all disrespectful for calling that girl Stewie. I do want to let you guys know, again, let's try to stay respectful. But the thing about Stewie, I even refer to her as Stewie sometimes. And the only reason is because she claimed it in a way, right? We're talking about her doing a song called Stewie, her saying that, in the song that I be Stewie for that money, So at the end of the day, she be Stewie for that money. She sits out there signing autographs from Family Guy. So, I mean, there's a way, there's some sort of acceptance to that. So whether or not she feels it's disrespectful or whether or not she had incorporated it as part of her brand, it is what it is. Stewie is definitely a known name that Jaden and Alexis is referred as, right? I don't know what else to tell you guys. That's my thoughts on that. I always give it to you the way I think about it. And that's the way I think about that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did ask her, she said somebody told her, and before I even get into who told her to post it and how that went down, go ahead and hit that like button. I haven't heard nothing yet about the like button. Let me take a look and see what's going on there. You guys know we love all the support. We love all the smoke. So go ahead and hit that like button. There's 370 of y'all in here. Smash that like button. And I'm not talking about the heart in the bottom right-hand corner. That's not what we're talking about. So close that chat and smash that like button. If you're new here to Bluerock Tea TV, go ahead and follow us. You definitely want to follow us because we got a lot of tea. We got a show coming on Sunday, so stay till the end and I'll tell you what that show is going to be about, and give you a little bit more details about the show as well. So we have a lot of things going on. So if you haven't followed us yet, hit that subscribe button because we're always spilling the tea here. and shit's always live up in the chat, right? Right, chat? Where's those blue diamonds? You know, I see some people guessing. I do see some people guessing. Way up. You see Courtney here?
I see her. Yeah.
What is Courtney saying?
I think Bodine's big buffalo butt told her to post it. I'm pretty sure he had something to do with it. Sounds like his MO. I agree. Never know.
Now, chat, I don't know if you guys think I sat way up there for a second. I'm like, what is Courtney saying? And not way up having to talk about Bodine's big buffalo butt.
Yeah, I don't care. It's all good. It's all good.
Listen, I don't know about any of that, y'all. I don't know about any of that. We said be respectful, y'all. You know, I don't know. Maybe Bodine likes the idea of having a big buffalo butt. I don't know. So I can't really tell you if that's a disrespect or if that's a compliment. But nonetheless, you know, some people are making their guesses, right? Adrienne, is that Adriana or Adriana? I don't know. Sorry if I
either
chop that up.
Bodine or Blue told her.
Right. Some people know what these games are like. You know, some people in the chat are not new at all. Dominicans like, listen, let me drop some more tea. Dominicans jumping in saying she's a SAG worker. I think we got to replace those G's with something else. But Blue just entertaining himself. His body language was more like friendship, casual conversation, not a relationship. Listen, I didn't get relationship from that either.
Nah.
You know, I didn't get relationship from that either. What's this here? Courtney, I'll never be respectful towards Bodine. Listen, Courtney, I hear you. I think there's some people in the chat that hear you.
I'll never understand why Bodine's still working for Blue. And, you know, that part just blows me. But, hey.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to her story. She's telling me about all this. You know, I'm trying to ask her, well, why did you post the video? And then all of a sudden, her focus became on Bonnie, right? So around here is where she started telling me that Bonnie is lying, right? That Blueface told her. So right away, she was trying to, you know, serve some tea to me, I guess, and let me know that Blueface told her that he has not been in contact with Bonnie at all. You know what I mean? On that Bonnie is just simply clout chasing, allegedly, right? He told her he does not talk to Bonnie at all. So Davis wants to, so basically, you know, in talking to her, she's basically saying that she wants to call Bonnie out. And she basically wants to say, Bonnie, where's your video? Where's your video at, Bonnie? Jessica, it's time to manage. Where is Bonnie's video at? The people want to know. You know, if Bonnie is so tied up with Blueface, if y'all had so many, you know, plans and arrangements, you know, where's that video at? And to be honest, the people probably don't even want to know. But, you know, I'm just going to put it out there, you know, because that's what Davis wanted to do. She wanted to kind of say, yo, what's up? Now, when it comes to this part of the storyline, some people are wondering why get Bonnie involved. Any thoughts about that, way up? Like, why would she want to get Bonnie involved?
Oh, because, I mean, followers, the storyline, entertainment, she has to fit in somehow. So instead of stirring the pot and actually attacking Krishan, who's on her journey and just being extremely positive, she's not going to do that. And if someone from Blueface's team told her to post it, they're not going to attack. She's not going to come at Jaden. So why not? Why not Bonnie? And then also too, I mean, if she's calling her out, Bonnie, like we all know, doesn't have any proof of ever speaking with Blueface. So
that's it, right? And you know, I keep dropping the StreamYard link there, you guys. So I noticed some people came up but dropped off. If you do want to join the show and give some of your opinion about the topic tonight, definitely jump up. You know, even if you're agreeing, if you're disagreeing, it doesn't matter, right? This is not a yes man show. There is going to be difference of opinion. So I want to remind the moderators again, please, if somebody has a difference of opinion, do not block them just for their opinion. All right. And also give them some leniency if there's a difference of opinion to what we have or what you might have as a moderator, because we do want to encourage a healthy debate. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the moderators, always doing a great job, you know, always out ready to support us here at Bluerock Tea TV and give their time to make sure that we have somewhat of a healthy chat. So I do want to take a moment to recognize them and thank them again for all the hard work, because y'all know moderating a chat is not easy at all. Not at all. Okay. Now let me see here. Now, while she was telling me about this whole Bonnie thing, right? You know, you guys rest assured, I told her, I was like, I don't think anybody cares about Bonnie's storyline with Blueface. I don't think anybody even believed Bonnie's storyline with Blueface. So I don't think there's a need to even come out and challenge her on anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I felt. So the question still remain, like, why Bonnie? Like, did she really just come up with that herself? Because some viewers are thinking that perhaps that's part of the storyline and the strategy that she's been given. Don't make it about Krishan, don't make it about Jaden. In fact, make it about Bonnie. So some viewers are wondering about that. Like, is this all part of their game, right? Like, what is that? Keeping up with the Porters, I do want to thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And he is saying, I just really wanted to know how her and Blueface had a convo when he only knows a few words of sign language, which is schoolyard crip. That.
Wow.
Yo, listen about that. Like, y'all caught that, right? Let's go back to the video here quickly so we can see what Keeping Up with the Porters here is talking about. Just to let you guys know, Keeping Up with the Porters is an IG page as well. They do content as well. So if you wish, go ahead and check them out on IG. There's definitely a lot of content there that you might like to see. But again, they're referring to the jail call, right? You saw that. Look at that right away. Like, my girl's doing her bent over dance move and he's like, yeah, dog. Like, I don't know what y'all was saying. Like, some people were saying that it looked like a fake call, that it didn't even look like he was involved in that. But y'all, how does that not look like he was involved in that? Like, that looked like a yeah, homie. Like, y'all see this? I'm surprised he didn't turn around and said to the people in the back, like, y'all seeing this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know some people were trying to kind of challenge the call, and we're going to get a little bit more into that about why we shouldn't be challenging the call or thinking it's fake, because we got some receipts on that as well. So you guys stay tuned. We got a lot of tea here that we're going to spill. I'm not trying to make the show too long because it is a Friday night. Some people are getting, oh no, it's Thursday. Who said it was Friday? I could have sworn somebody told me it was Friday today, trying to set my ass up. Listen, I go through different phases. Like, I knew earlier in the morning it was a Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I knew as I was, planning things, doing things, when I picked up the kids, when the kids had their little open house at the school, I knew it was Thursday today. But for some reason, you know how things get busy. Somehow I just zoomed right into Friday, y'all. But like Keeping Up with the Porter said, it's Friday Eve.
There we go.
So either way, people got to get to work tomorrow. So we ain't trying to make this show go too long. So we're gonna dish the tea real soon, you guys. But what I want to remind you is go ahead and hit that like button. There's 395 of y'all in here. Thank you so much again for joining Bluerock Tea TV and making sure you're here to spill the tea with us and get all the fine details, because we love to spill the tea on the celebrities you love and hate, right? And sometimes that involves us, but it's cool. It's cool.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
It's really small. Do you think Jaden was upset by the call? Was she bothered?
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Was Jaden upset? Was she bothered? Is Jaden pretending to be unbothered, right?
Mm-hmm.
A very good question, right? And a lot of people know when it comes to Jaden and Alexis, there might be things being done indirectly to where you're not really too sure exactly what's happening, right? Somebody in the chat right there, CH, says we don't care. Jenny right away is like, who cares? Y'all really salty. Like, in the chat, it always gets salty sometimes. Jaden knows how he is, Susie says, which could be a real fact, right? But I got some tea on that, you guys. I got some tea on that Jaden spin and what's going on with that as well. But we ain't gonna let that go right now. We ain't gonna let that go right now. Everything is about serving the tea, nicely, I guess, in a way where y'all can kind of, not be too. I want to make sure they understand what's going on. I want to make sure I serve it just slowly but surely, so we got some tea on that too, some receipts on that. So for the bloggers and everybody that's listening right now, there's some drama with that. So, get on your horses again, run over to her page and see somehow if you can try to get that tea before me, but just do know that it's already in my vault. And I do know, just to kind of let you guys know, I do know there's some bloggers, some people already reaching out to this person and, trying to stop my motion and what we do here at Bluerock Tea TV. And go ahead, keep trying. You know what I'm saying? That just shows me that we're doing something good. You know, we're making sure that we bring the show that we needed to. And, you know, and I encourage all bloggers to try to do as great as some of us do as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it is what it is, Way Up. You know, there's going to be the people trying to rush and get the story as well, right?
Yeah, that's the dance. Entertainment. It's part of the job. Part of the job.
Right. Now, you know, some of the questions I asked, right? I was trying to ask her questions that I thought was a bit relevant because, you know, I'm hearing this for the first time. I'm going through this, you know, for the first time, and I'm trying to get as much information as I can. So, because I was wondering too, like I mentioned earlier, why did Blueface call her? You know, that's when, you know, she shared, you know, a bit more with me. That's when we released her on Bluerock Tea TV, that she actually knew him 5 years ago, right? When she was part of this here. So, you know, a video here, right, that she had shared with us, that she had knew him, right? So this is just one of the videos there here that she had shared, you know. So she was, you know, what do you call these women? Some of them, you call them video dancers, right? I call them video dancers. I know there might be some inappropriate names for them, but, you know, a video dancer at this point, because to me, that's what she's doing in this video, right? She's paid as an artist here to dance, and that's what she's given, you know? So she had shared that with me to help people, you know, understand, I guess, who she is, right? Or to help me understand that there was a prior relationship. Oh, sorry, not relationship. I want to pull that back, you guys, because I don't want to get in trouble for using the wrong word. Okay. But she did tell me that she knew him before. Now, Miss Derrill says, I doubt if Jaden or Krishan's giving a damn right now because they're OIT here living their best life while his rotten behind locked up trying to call himself trying to make somebody jealous. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I mean? She did also, you know, because a lot of people are like, oh, is that her in the video? Like, are we sure that's her in the video? You know, she had sent this as well. I always try to make sure we get more receipts as possible. So that way, you know, if there's any doubts of what's been going on, that we can give you guys a little bit more than what you see on YouTube or anything else that you have. So I think this is still exclusive. I don't know if she got overly excited and shared this on her IG yet, because she, you know, like I said, when we got everything in our vault yesterday, there were some things that she never shared. But I think, you know, now she's kind of popping out and sharing some of her things, right? So that definitely proves that it's her, you know. And then she went ahead and shared some other kind of, sorry, I wanted to take the sound off of that, but she went ahead and shared some other things, you know what I mean?
Almost soft porn.
Sorry?
I said it's almost soft porn, what she shared.
You know, it's dancing. It's definitely a dancing style for some, but like, you know,
Yeah.
I think like Etta said too, you know, he definitely has a type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's Blueface there, you know, doing what Blueface does. You know what I'm saying? You guys, this is, you know, so this was 5 years ago along the line. She's, you know, this shows that she's been to some parties with him. You know what I mean? They've had some parties, right? She's been about, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's definitely been about, you know.
So they've been friends for 5 years, right? And that goes back to your initial question. What made this come about 5 years later? Interesting.
Right? You know, and that's definitely what I was wondering, right? This video 5 years ago. So, you know, thoughts, right? Things came to my mind, like, what happened in between this? You know, the video, and now there's a jail call. You know, what's going on in between, if anything, right?
Right.
So to me, that's the big part as well. You know, did anything happen in between this? You know, and we're gonna discover that. You know, we're gonna speak a bit more about that, right? We're gonna allow her to share about that. You know what I mean? If there was anything that happened before or after that. Now, give me 1 second, because I do want to share with her the link if she wanted to come up, if she is free right now. 1 sec here. That's me typing away. I'm not sure if you guys heard that. So she's looking at it. She's acknowledging it. So we're gonna what's this here? So Ray really wanted to know if there was anything else that was recent. You know what I mean? Now, hold on. So there is when you say recent, what are we talking about? Any more jail calls, right? Because anything that happened in between that time frame, I don't know if anything happened between that time frame, right? We're to only assume at this point, and I would assume not, but we can hear a little bit more from her because, like I said, we are trying to get her on here. If not tonight, then definitely we are arranging something. So why post it? That was really the most important thing. I think everybody's wondering, like, why post it? You know what I mean? Like, what were you trying to get from this that you went ahead and you posted, this call? That's what a lot of people are wondering, right? So here's when things got a bit more interesting for me, right? Because she claimed she posted it in her close friends at first. So imagine that, you guys. So she claimed she posted this in her close friends at first. Because remember I said somebody directed her to post it. So when she posted it to her close friends first. Now there's a question here from Shonda. Is she deaf? She is. She does classify herself as a deaf woman, I guess, right? If that's the way to classify or to mention it. But she does, right? And but in saying that, you know what I mean, I did have a conversation with her, right? She was able to speak with me, right? And so it's not a matter of, I don't think it's she's completely deaf in any way. I think that there's levels of that. I don't know. It's probably best for her to speak to that, but that's what I'm going to let you guys know, because I know a lot of viewers are wondering, if she's deaf, how did I have a conversation with her, all that kind of stuff. Come on, guys, so she can hear me. She heard me. We had a conversation, bottom line, right? So let's respect that. Let's also keep in mind that, that's a whole community, right? And love and respect, shout out to that community. But Michelle Bradshaw also claims her and says, Bluerock, ask her, does she know Shady Sadie because they both work at the same strip club, Cheaters? Listen, Michelle, you getting ahead of some of this tea. Like I said, we got a lot of tea for you guys. We got our investigators, up in the paint and doing what they got to do. We're putting all the storylines together. We're getting all the information. And trust me when I tell you that the rest of the stuff that we have coming out soon, you guys are going to want to know how this story kind of evolves and unfolds, right? Because like you're saying there, Michelle, there's a lot of things that potentially intertwine, right? And as the viewers start to see it and as the viewers start to notice it, things are going to get a lot more interesting, perhaps, right? Now, Ray Really Real says, my husband's brother is deaf, I believe is what she meant right there, and he can still speak. It's not as clear as us, but he can communicate. Most definitely. And thank you so much for sharing that. Without taking extra time, I do want to let you guys know that we do have a guest that just joined. So I'm going to pull her up on stage quickly. What's up, Davis? How are you doing?
Hi, welcome.
Hey, Davis, can you hear us? Is everything connected? So I'm going to put her back behind for now because, maybe she just wants to enjoy the show a little bit. I just sent her the link a bit, so she's there. She's backstage. We're going to have her enjoy the show for a bit. And I'm going to check back in with her maybe in about 30 seconds or so. Or maybe she can write me on my IG quickly and let me know if she wants to come up. But Lady E says, don't get shy now. So the viewers really want to hear from you. They want to hear some input tonight. We're just letting them know basically what you and I chatted about, the things that transpired and what you told me, right? We're pretty much almost at the end of the show right now, because we went through a lot, but there's still some more information that we wanted to talk about. So here we got to the point where you had mentioned to me that you posted it to your friends. If you can't hear anything, try turning up the volume. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second, you guys. Did you want to check in way up with the chat?
Sure. Let's see. I'm having let's see. Sorry, guys. Why can't I see it?
All right, that's cool. I'm back. What happened there? The chat's not in view? The chat's giving you some issues there?
Yeah, it is.
Listen, drop some blue diamonds in the chat for way up. Called her last minute and said, can you...
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. You can hear me now, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, people are dropping the blue diamonds. I appreciate you guys. Now, don't forget to hit that like button. We are going to get into a little bit more of the tea right now and let you guys know what I have learned so far. Davis did say she's going to go ahead and download the app. So I popped it back up on the screen here just in case you can hear me. But if not, oh no, I think she's gone from that one. I see another one pop up there. Actually, let me remove her for a second just so she can get things ready. So Davis, if you hear me, there should be an option to turn off the camera if you don't want to go on camera right now. But can you hear me? How about that? Let's start there. Can you hear me now? See, we can see something more. Davis, are you there?
Maybe she needs to turn her volume up on her mic.
I don't know. I feel you, Edna. I feel you. We normally don't have issues with the StreamYard here, y'all. Go ahead, Davis. Try that again. We'll keep you up there until we hear you or whatever is going on, y'all. I don't know what's going on right now. I think she's trying, though. I do think she's trying her best to get up there. But if not, I do want to let you guys know that she had said that it was to the close friends, right? Are you there right now? Can you hear me right now? We can see some camera action.
Make sure your mic is not muted.
No, the mic is not muted, so I don't know why we can't hear her right now. Just make sure that when you download the app, you give it all the permissions needed. So if it asks you to connect to your mic and all that stuff, make sure you hit allow. Can you hear me now, Davis? I can't hear you. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I don't know what this means. KUYTP. I don't know. Okay, so I removed her from stage for now. I think she's trying to get everything going. I would suggest Davis to go into your app settings and make sure that you gave that app full control of getting into your mic and your camera. You can then turn it off after, but that's what I would suggest. But it's odd because if I see you up here, chances are you have access to it. So I don't know why I can't hear you. Try again and let me know. But nonetheless, you guys, I don't want to hold up this show. You know, it is good to. Can you hear me? I can hear you. So she said she can hear me, but I can't hear. We can't hear her for some reason. Did you want to try again there? How about we do it old school? If you're not coming on camera, I can just call you here quickly on IG and maybe just put the speaker to the mic. I don't know. Let me see if this works here. You're going to be live right now. Can you hear me?
She gave a thumbs up.
I can hear you. For some reason, when I went into the little stream thing, I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. I don't know how.
Okay. Yeah, so everybody can hear you right now live. Okay. Now we can figure out the issue at next time. You and I can try to figure out why you can't connect on the actual YouTube. But right now, people can hear you. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to share with the viewers tonight?
Honestly, I literally just was hearing everything that had been said. I mean, if anything, y'all could just ask me questions, and I'll decide whether or not I want to answer it.
Sure. Okay, let's go ahead. So, I know when you and I were speaking, right? you had said that at first you put the video in your close friends, right?
Yes, I put on close friends.
So how did it end up outside? Like, how did it end up to the public?
He told me to put it on my story. He was like, put it on the story.
So I want to make sure everybody can hear you guys clear. Everybody in the chat, drop blue diamonds if you can hear our guest clear. So you're saying that, you know, you added it to your close friends, you spoke to him, and then he told you to. And when you say him, you're talking about Blueface, right?
Well, at first he said put it on the story, but I put it on my close friends, and then he asked me again. He was like, you know, how many views do you got? Like, and I'm like, I only put it on my close friends. I didn't put it on my story. He's like, you bullshitting. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put it on my story.
Oh wow. So he was saying like, yo, come on, you gonna do this or you're not gonna do this kind of thing, right?
Basically.
True. So you complied. You're like, all right, I'm about it. And then you posted it on your story. So what was that like for you? So you posted on your story. What happened? Like, what kind of reactions are you getting and how are you handling this?
Just a lot of, I'm pretty sure there are Krishan fans, and they're just like, just harassing, just talking shit.
I hear that. So there's a lot of, I guess, there's some negativity and stuff that you're receiving, you feel. There's a lot of concerned people, I guess, reaching out to you, right? Now in the chat, some people are wondering why you're laughing. So, you know, there's Krishan fans, there might be Jaden fans, some Blueface fans. You know, some of them might think that this situation is very, you know, serious for them, I guess, to see, right? And then now they're hearing you laugh while tell the story. Like, is that nervous laughs or why is it that that you're laughing right now?
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time.
Yeah. So right now, you know how you're laughing at times. Some of the viewers are wondering why you're laughing, like as if, do you find this funny or maybe it's a nervous laugh? Like, I don't know.
Like, why am I watching the stream live?
Yeah, they're saying you're laughing right now. Like, so why are you laughing? So I guess they think the situation.
Why am I laughing?
Yeah.
I can't laugh.
Right? I mean, I laugh too. Don't worry. Like, I get it. You know, I laugh too at certain situations for different reasons. And for me, you know, sometimes it's a nervous laugh. Sometimes it's just to kind of lighten the moment. But they were kind of wondering too. But I get you. I hear you. You know, maybe it's just part of who you are, right? Some people talk with their hands. Some people laugh and talk, right? Now the other thing.
There's nothing wrong with laughing. Sometimes it's just a cooking.
Sorry, say that again.
Sometimes it's just, you know, like when you're nervous about something, you know.
Exactly. And I agree with that. Sometimes, you know, there are some nervous laughters, right? So, you know, the viewers are here. They have a lot of things to say. I'm just seeing if they have any particular question for you. I'd rather do a full interview with you one day when I can actually get you up on the platform, right? So I know right now, you know, you're just kind of, you know, hopefully just giving us some information here and there, right? Now, you know, some people are saying that the video is fake.
Yeah, I see that.
Right?
I don't know that. How can I make a fake video and three different artists? One a t-shirt, one a white t-shirt, one a blue t-shirt, and then another one. I forgot what it's called. I don't know what that t-shirt called, but where he's showing his skin, where he's showing his body in the tattoos. I got 3 different videos of him in the video call. How could I get something like this and create a video? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. That's impossible.
Right. And I do want to include though that, you know, I did show them a video just now because remember, you know, when you and I were talking, Blueface had called you while you and I were talking, right?
What do you mean when we were talking and then Blueface called me and I ended up answering it?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I'm showing them that video right now. And at the end of that video, you did show the call screen that the call ended, that there was a charge, you know, and I think you know, from what I had asked you, was for you to do that for me, only because, you know, I knew that some viewers were going to think that this was fake, right? So I am showing them that right now, that there was a 6-minute phone call and there was a cost to it. So I am showing them that video right now, so they have an idea of, you know, that these videos are real, right? So they are seeing that right now. Now, you know, let me just check here quickly, because, you know, I didn't know if you were going to come on or not, right? But I did share with them that, so they see that, right? So now, again, there's no audio for that call. You know, she claimed that you were, so you did say you were on headphones, you know, that you were talking to him during the headphone. You weren't able to record the audio for some reason, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's why we don't hear an audio, right?
I have to use headphones in order to talk to him. I have a hearing disability, so there's no way I could be able to talk to him just from the phone speaker. I have to have headphones on.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, that makes sense, right? That you have to use the headphones, so it's hard for you. And I guess every time you record, it's not recording the audio, it's just recording the video, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing impaired. Usually we would call it deaf, but I get it. There are some people who can't hear and can't talk. In this case, that's not me. I don't have a hearing disability. I hear very little. I have a cochlear implant and a hearing. But I use my my headphones as my hearing aid.
Okay. All right. So now let me see here. Some people want to know, how old are you? Are you comfortable with sharing your age?
You say what?
Some people want to know how old you are. Are you comfortable with sharing your age?
I'm 26.
She's 26, y'all. Does she have 2 phones? How did she record at the same time? So you guys, she's screen recording her phone. So, you know, just in some apps, when you screen record, it doesn't record the conversation. It just records the visual.
Yeah, I screen recorded the call.
Yeah. Okay. Now, is there anything that you wanted to share with the viewers right now at this time about the situation?
I'm gonna tell you, I heard everything. Like, I was listening to the stream. You basically told them everything. Honestly, like, you literally told them everything that happened. I mean, I just told you some new information. I don't know if you want me to bring that up.
No, I like, bring up what information?
You know information.
Wait, is it about the people that reached out to you?
No, remember I just.
Oh! Is it about is it about the art?
It was about basically me and Blueface. It's just like our situation, our relationship, basically.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, I want to do, you know, a full interview with you, and find out exactly what it is that you wanted to share with the viewers right now.
It's like you guys were literally saying that you're trying to figure out like how I was able to get on the car with him, how was I, like, why he's so comfortable. It's because we've had years of being around each other and being together. Like, this is not, I'm not just random girl. He just happened to this car. No. He saw my name. Like you said, I was trying to do the whole thing. I downloaded the app. When he posted on his story, I tried to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what to do, so I gave up.
So are you saying that you guys are in a relationship, or like, what would you call?
No, we're not in a relationship. He specifically said he was single. We're not in a relationship.
So he said he was single?
Yes, he's single.
And when was this that he told you that?
He told me that, like, yesterday.
Okay. So now going back to you, right? Have you guys, like, how, you know, between the time, like, did you interact with him before he went to jail? And if so, when was the last time?
I wasn't messing with him before he went to jail.
So when was the last time you think you spoke to him before speaking to him now?
Damn. It definitely was 2023. I don't know exactly when exactly was it. but it was in 2023. He came to my house.
He had came to your house 2023. Okay.
Well,
All right.
feeling
Go
him?
ahead.
Do you like him in a relationship way? Is that daddy? I think
that's kind of what they like. We just I've known him for a long time. Like when I'm from San Diego, so I was coming out here to be a dancer, and I was driving every day to San Diego, and then I lived in Corona. I moved to Corona. From Corona, that's when I started going to pool parties and going out to parties. And Blueface was really big at that time.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I went to one of his pool parties, and that's how I first met him. I met him at a pool party that he was hosting.
Oh, okay.
And this is when Tatiana came out.
Okay. So, but today, right after this conversation, do you like Blue? Are you feeling him?
Sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't think she can hear you way up because she's on the IG call. So I don't think she can. Yeah, so I don't know if she's listening in the background on to the actual show, but I want to let you know the guest host on the show way up. She wants to know, do you like Blueface? Like, do you want to have a relationship with him, or how do you see your relationship with Blueface?
Who's asking if I like him?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to get with Blueface like that, or
of
you?
course I like him.
Say that. Okay.
All right, that's okay. You know.
Be tracking for him and doing that. I didn't like him.
No, I hear that. I hear that. So okay, so that's clear. That's cool. It is what it is. Now, so I know you and I.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can't see if I love him. I don't like. We never been in an active boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Like, it was never that. Like, I was just young. I'm young, and I'm just having fun. We just had good times together, really.
So another quick question. So I know you've been speaking with Blueface. Have you been speaking with any other of his team members right now, or? Have you spoken to any of Blueface's team members, or have you just been speaking to Blueface lately?
Team member.
Like Blueface's team. Like, have you spoken to anybody besides Blueface, or you just spoke to Blueface?
I just spoke to Blueface. I mean, I've been around his crew. You know, I've been in, like, when I've gone to studio sessions with him, like, I've been around them. They've seen me, you know.
Okay.
But as far as I keep talking about, like, if I talk to them, I don't know. I would never do that. That's crazy.
So some people want to know, how come you follow the mother of his child?
How come I follow Krishan?
I believe that's who they're referring to.
The same reason why everybody else follows Krishan. Entertainment. The same reason. Like, nothing more, nothing less than that.
Okay. I want to let viewers know, for viewers that just tuned in, we will be doing an interview with Davis. Right now, this is just Davis calling in quickly, you know, just to give us some brief information, because she is busy right now. She has things going on, but she did say if she has a couple of minutes or so, she's going to jump on and talk to us. So we didn't get to do any kind of mic check with her or anything like that. And she is having technical issues using the program, StreamYard. So we are going to look into that with her later at the next time. So that way that the actual interview, you guys might be able to hear her a bit more clear. Because right now I'm feeding it through my phone to the mic. So it's going to be a bit unclear. All right. So Davis, I don't know. I'm trying to see, you know, one of the viewers have a question here for you. Now, you don't need to answer it if you don't want to answer it right now, but they want to know if you are going to visit him.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all heard it. She said she's going to be visiting him. I guess we'll get further details from you as soon as you get that, right?
Yeah, but we have to, like, I don't even know if you can have visitation right now. So eventually, when he can, we'll get the pack test going. But I'm gonna record it. Like when I go visit him, I'm gonna record the whole thing.
Okay. All right. Y'all heard it. She's planning to go visit him, and she's gonna record the whole thing. Now, so Blueface told you he's single, right? That's what he told you. But how do you feel about everything you've been seeing in the media about him and the relationship with Krishan Rock or Jaden and stuff? Like, do you believe that he's single right now? Or how did you feel when he told you that message?
Honestly, I do believe him because if you think about it, if he was in a relationship, he's always going to be in a relationship with Jaden. That's his number one baby mama. That's always going to be somebody he's going to have a good relationship with. No questions about it. Like, I don't have no hate towards none of his baby mamas. Like, we are human. Like, come on now. Like,
I hear that.
That's his first baby mama. From what I've heard, she hasn't been with no other man besides Blueface. She's always gonna have a spot in Blueface's heart, no matter what, no matter who comes around. That's just what it is.
Okay, and what about his other baby moms, Krishan Rock?
That's what y'all gotta understand. I'm not delusional. I'm real with myself, and I'm real with everything that goes on. That's people's problems. Y'all don't understand like how this really goes, like, and how a man feel about a person.
So help us understand how it goes.
It's really not like a thing. Like, that's his first baby mama. Like, and I'm pretty sure any man who has a child with somebody, and that's their first baby mama. And you gotta understand, men, if they don't want their girlfriend or the baby mama having sex with other men, so that's literally what he's proud of. That she hasn't been with nobody besides him, and he's always gonna hold that standard with her.
Oh no. Okay, so do you watch Carlissa a lot? Because that sounds like something Carlissa would say.
You say what?
Do you watch Carlissa a lot, like Blueface's mom? Do you watch her Instagram a lot, or this is just your opinion?
I really can't say anything about his mom. I've never met her in person. Not that I remember. I never met her in person. So I really don't know. I mean, I've seen her. Like, I've seen her. She probably didn't see me, but I've seen her at one time at his house. She probably thought it was another female. I remember her saying that it was another girl that he had in his house, and she told Krishan about it. And all that. No.
Yeah, I do want to let. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I do want to let your favorite paralegal know that I know for a fact the calls were recorded, right? So she can't record the audio, but she most definitely can record the visual. Okay. No, because we have somebody stating that you cannot record the call itself. So I guess they're insinuating again that the call might be fake. But I'm just letting them know that I know that the call was recorded. Like, it's good. Now, let me just see some of the other things here that the viewers are saying. So now it seems like, so okay, let's move on from there, because, it seems like you have an impression of how you feel about Jaden. Now, what about yourself? So are you anticipating a relationship with Blueface? Sorry?
I can't say.
Okay. So I guess that means you might be open to the opportunity. Or
I'm always gonna fuck with Blueface. No matter what. I'm always gonna fuck with him.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm just trying to see if the viewers have any more questions right now. I know a lot of them are getting upset in the chat. Some of them closed the door. I get it. You know, there's 468 people right now in the live. You guys go ahead and hit that like button. You know, I apologize that some of the things we're hearing right now is a little bit, you know, upsetting for some of y'all. You know, I noticed some people are saying this is fake. I'm not sure exactly what they're referring to. That is fake. You know, what I love about these comments is that the more and more receipts come out and the more you see things, you know, we're going to be able to look at Angela's comment and you know, go from there, kind of thing, right? Nisha's like, child, you know, some people are like, you know, Dominican says pick me on mentality. So, and here's somebody writing to me, Blue Rock, could you tell her to stand 10 toes down on what she's saying? What does that mean? Now here's something that was interesting that somebody asked me. So here's a big one for Sadie. Is it true that you and Sadie work in the same club?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You asking is it true if me and her worked in the same club?
Yeah, if you and Sadie work in the same club.
Yeah, we have.
Do you still work in the same club or you just used to in the past?
I haven't in the past. I don't know. I haven't been in a strip club lately, so I can't say if you working at the strip club. I don't know. But I have worked with her in the club before.
Okay, so you've had interactions with Sadie as well. So you kind of know a bunch of them in a way, I guess, right?
Yeah, I know about them.
Okay. Have you talked to Sadie recently?
No.
All right. So that's interesting, right? So when you worked with Sadie, did you guys were you guys just colleagues or were you guys friends, or how would you describe that relationship?
I really just honestly just when you go to the club, you of course you're gonna be friendly with girls in the club. There's been times where I've taken videos of how we danced in the same section together. We talked a little bit in the club before, but that's about it, honestly.
So some people think because of the past that you may have with some of them, some people are thinking that this is all a setup. So
A setup?
A setup, yeah. So when you hear that, what are your thoughts?
A setup for what? I don't understand.
I guess what they're saying is that maybe Sadie or somebody or maybe a bunch of people and you are like you guys are setting this up. Like this is all a setup for some other reason.
I have no communication with Sadie. I have no communication with none of her friends, Jaden's friends. This is just literally random. Like he literally just called me random. And that's all it is. He called me random because we do have a past relationship. He knows who I am. He knows my full government name. So I'm pretty sure when he's seen my name, because I did add him when I downloaded the app, and I added him. But I just didn't know how to move forward with contacting him. All I did was add him. I'm pretty sure when he saw my government name, he's like, oh, hey, that's good. You feel me? Like, oh, that's so-and-so. Let me add her. Let me call her. You know?
Okay, now I do want to give a shout out to Rochelle here, one of our subscribers, one of our members here on YouTube. She wants to ask a question. She wants to know if you're concerned about the drama that's going to come with Blueface. So, you know.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't care about it.
So you're not worried about any drama. You're just living young and free.
I've been going through drama my whole life. Like that doesn't faze me at all. Like you gotta understand, I have a hearing disability. So just imagine what I've gone through. I've fought in the strip club. I've had people like make fun of my disability. I've been deaf since I was born. I've been going through negative comments and people being rude and mean to me my whole life. This is nothing. This is just the beginning, honestly.
True. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. I get it. Now, TT, one of the viewers want to know, were you like, what are your thoughts about Krishan, or were you told not to speak about Krishan?
No. No, I just don't need to speak on it. Well, I don't know the girl, so there's nothing I can say about her. I don't judge people like when I haven't met them. I would need to meet Krishan in person for me to have anything to say about her.
Okay, I respect that. You know what I mean? I respect that. Now, you know, of course, somebody's like, don't speak on Krishan. We get it, you guys. We get it, you know, but the viewers are asking. They've been asking. There's been a lot of things
I
in there
understand.
asking. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got these type of questions.
You know, somebody's saying that you might be laughing because this is all fake. You know, people are still thinking that this is all fake. Like, I don't know what part. Maybe you guys can clarify what part you think is fake. Like, you know, so that way we can really critically think about that
Nothing
question.
I do is fake.
Sorry?
Nothing I do is fake.
Yeah, you're trying to be as truthful and honest as possible, right? So are you expecting another call from Blueface soon?
Yeah, like I always stay by my phone just so that way when he calls I can answer it.
Okay, cool. Now Ari Mack here says that they think it's a setup for clout. You know, so what do you for clout? So what do you think about people who think that this is all a setup for clout? Like maybe clout for Blueface, maybe clout for yourself. Like, what are your thoughts about that when you hear somebody say that?
Honestly, clout don't play my bills. So what the hell is clout gonna do for me?
I hear that.
I understand. He told me to post it. Like I don't know what his intentions was behind it, but if my man tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it.
So now, you know, Michelle's a little bit concerned. She wanted to let you know that she thinks that, you know, the attention that you might be getting is a bit fake and you know, don't fall for it type thing. Like, what do you think about people who are saying, you know, just be cautious, you know, because they might be using you to play a ploy to kind of get, you know, things out there.
How do I feel about that?
Yeah, like how do you feel about that when, you know, people are concerned that they might just be using you to run a story right now and they're wondering, you know, do you really think, you know, that Blueface has feelings for you, or is he just trying to use you to run a story, or do you even care about that? Like, I don't know. This is just what they're wondering.
Nobody can use me unless I allow them to.
That's true. That's a good point as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think that's it for now until we set up an actual interview on where we can structure some more questions, some outstanding questions that people may have if they still have questions, right? Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we let you go, or?
Is there anything I want to add?
Yeah, anything you want to say before we let you go? Any final thoughts about the situation of what they know so far? Because you know, I'm just trying to see if they have any other questions here.
I mean, I'd rather answer questions. Ask all the questions I want. Like, I literally answer them.
So somebody said here, wait, did she just say, if my man tell me to do something, I'm going to do it? Wait, I don't know. Did you say that?
Yeah.
I said that, yeah.
So when you say that, do you mean in general, or are you saying, you know, your man as in Blueface? If Blueface told me to do something, I'm going to do it. Okay, so you refer to him as your man?
My man.
So when you refer to him as your man, what does that mean to you?
It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's my man. Like,
she
that's my nigga. Like,
so like, okay, so now I do know with the conversation between you and I think you had also said that you and Blueface had got pretty intimate.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? When was that? Like back in the music video day, or was that like, when was that, if you don't mind sharing? Or is that too much right now? If that's too much right now, I understand. We can say that for another show.
Recession.
I'm trying to think of a good way to say it.
All right, no worries. You don't need to say it right now. You know,
I'm pretty sorry. The fact that I'm taking a while to even say anything, that should just already let down know.
Sorry, say that
That's
again.
the answer.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear you.
The fact that I'm taking a while to answer that question, or like I don't know if I want to answer that question, that should be the answer.
Right? Like I know you are, you know what I'm saying? Like you already told me what, you know, but I was just giving you an opportunity to say something. But like I said, if you don't want to say anything right now, I completely respect that. But somebody else, one of the viewers, Family First, wanted to know about Bonnie, you know, because when I spoke to you, you told me that, you know, you kind of wanted to call out Bonnie, kind of say to Bonnie, like, where is your video? Like, you know, if you don't talk to Blueface, not you, but you were saying that Bonnie doesn't talk to Blueface. So where's her video? So tell us a bit about that. Like what are your thoughts about Bonnie, and why did you feel like you wanted to target, you know, her and asking her the question about her video?
I don't like clarification. Like I really don't like that. Like that's just really weird to me. Like somebody who's going around saying all these things. I mean, yeah, you may have had a sexual relationship with him. You were in Blue Girls Club. Like, yeah, you may have some type of interaction with him, but it was nothing more than that. I just don't like how she's making it more than that, and it's not that. Like, girl, no. Like, dude, like, why are you going around saying, I don't know if you said that she did a phone call with him, but Blueface told me that he does not talk to her. She just cries chasing, and there's nothing he can do about it. Like, what can he do about it? Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Like, it is what it is.
Okay.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
No, that's what he said.
So what did I say?
No. I'm just saying, like, you know, there's a lot, right? There's a lot to think about with everything that's been going on, right? And what's been happening. Did Blueface tell you if he's been speaking to anybody else right now, or is he telling you that you're pretty much the one he's calling and talking to?
Say that one more time.
Did Blueface mention to you if he's talking to anybody else right now, or do you believe it's only you he's exclusively speaking with at the moment?
I mean, I did make a comment to him. I was like, why are you taking forever to answer my call? Call me. Like, is he talking to somebody else? He was like, mad. He said mad. And he said that, you know, when you're in jail, like, it's not easy to just get up on the call and just call somebody. Like, he has to go through process, and he has to, you know, it's not, I don't know. I forgot exactly what he said, but he just be like, no, I'm not talking to nobody. Like, I have to log in, and the internet be bad, so I can't really, like, call you, like, right away, stuff like that.
So he's telling you at this time that he's not talking to anybody else besides you.
That's what he said.
Okay.
I don't know. Because if you think about it, like, if he had talked to anybody else that he had been intimate with, don't you think they would have had a video call? Like how I just posted? You think they would have done it, right?
Yeah, perhaps. You know, maybe some people may not post it right away. I don't know. DC Thabia, thank you. I appreciate that. So I get it. I you know, so do you believe him?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know.
He
Okay.
could be telling the truth. Why would he lie? He knows that I don't care talking to other girls. He knows that. Like he can be real with me, and if I would express that with him, like, you can always tell me the truth, and I would never get mad about it. I would never like, I'm not that type of girl to where I'm gonna. I know our relationship. I know what we are. So you don't have to lie to me about anything. But I don't think he's lying. I think he's telling the truth.
Okay. So you think he's telling you the truth? It's a little bit tough to call other people. So I don't know. Maybe Carlissa's telling the truth about him being stuck off of Bandit, because he didn't call you today, right? So do you think your last dance performance may have got him a little bit in trouble?
But, I don't know, because he was able to text me. If he was able to text me, I really don't know if I got him in trouble. I did ask him if I got him in trouble, so I guess we'll just wait till tomorrow to see if I got him in trouble or not.
True.
But
No,
he has another way to video comments, but it takes a lot. He probably has to pay to do that,
Okay. So basically, give me 1 second here, because I did want to bring something up on the screen. Now, Blueface's mom was saying things about, somebody twerking on camera, right? And that got him banned, right? Now you did post.
Yeah, his mom said that, right?
Yeah, his mom said that. Now, when his mom said that, you never spoke to Blueface yet. Am I right?
No, literally yesterday morning was the first time we got on video cam. Literally. Because, if you think about it, if his privileges were for both, then how was he able to get on the car with me? And I'm twerking, and I'm showing my coochie and all that. Like, how was he able to do that if he lost his privileges?
Yeah. And that's the thing. So from the time she said he lost his privileges to the time you had the call was like the very next day, right?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm showing a photo in front of everybody. It's a screenshot of your story post. I think this is where you were responding to Carlissa, or maybe letting the audience know. But you basically wrote, if he lost his privileges a couple days ago when his mama said so, then how was he able to call me yesterday for the first time ever? And in the evening after all that, and also I asked him if that were true, and he said no. So I don't know if anything changed today, but please leave me alone. I'm not the one who provoked that. So basically you're saying that you did ask him and he said no, he was not banned. So you don't know if anything happened now, but you did speak to him?
Yeah, I spoke to him today.
Now you also said you have text messages and stuff, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna share that with Bluerock Tea TV exclusively at some point, right?
I have to ask him. I have to ask for permission.
Why are you always asking for permission? I thought, I get it though. I get it, I guess, so that's another thing, right? Because, we were talking about this interview and having this interview, and I think that's something else that you had mentioned to me, that you wanted to see if you can get permission from him first before coming on here, right? But I thank you. I thank you for being here,
The reason why I actually went through with talking with you, because I don't think he's gonna be mad. Like, he literally told me today, enjoy the attention. People are gonna say what they want to say. Just enjoy it, and so I'm gonna do that.
So he told you to enjoy the attention.
Yes.
Okay, and that's what you plan on doing. That's fair enough. Fair enough, right? To each his own. Now, I'm glad that you were able to jump on here and give us some insight on what was going on, because, a lot of viewers are wondering. Now, I do know that you and I spoke about some other things that are happening in the background, right? With some other tea that you and I, that you had asked me not to discuss yet. So I'm going to hold that in the vault for now, you guys. But there is some more tea. There's a lot more tea that's out there right now with Miss Davis. And But for now, you know, while she tries to, I guess, calm the storm for her a bit, you know, she's going to I guess she's gonna wait until she sends that to us. But I have a bit of an idea, but you know, I try to respect the relationships I have with people in the background too when trying to get this information for you guys. So do know that I'm working, you know, on getting that information as well and those receipts. But again, Ms. Davis, for now, is there anything else that you wanted to say to the audience or mention before I let you go?
That's my man.
That's your man. Because some people are already in the comments going, so that's your man after one day of a jail call. You know, jail calls are crazy. You know they be putting on their smooth talking and stuff.
Oh, and I say this. I'm gonna go live on TikTok, just random, not to really like. You know, I answer a few questions with unreasonable doubt. You know, if you wanna go tap in my live on TikTok, go ahead.
Coco, when are you planning to go on TikTok live?
Well, it's my first time going live, so
nice.
I
Okay, so we'll look out for that.
Try it out.
We'll look out for that.
Try it out.
Now, speaking about your Twitter, I mean, we can't get into too much of it on YouTube because of the policies and stuff. But people were sending me a Twitter account that looked pretty interesting. You know what I mean?
My Twitter?
Yeah. You have a Twitter, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right, cool. I hear you. Have you started promoting your Twitter, or is that something that you try to keep separate?
I promote my OnlyFans on Twitter.
Okay, your OnlyFans. Okay, because they were sending me some things on that. Maybe we can talk a bit more about that next time, just to try to figure out what it is that's really going on. But but basically, when it comes to your Twitter, you know, some people in my DMs are pretty much insinuating that Blueface might be a freak. That Blueface might be a freak. He might have, you know, some things that he likes to do in particular and stuff like that. Because we noticed on your Twitter that you might be massaging feet and doing random things, and so some of the viewers are thinking that Blueface might be a little bit of a freak in the sheets type thing.
Don't think that anything that I do on my own is that I do with Blueface. Like, don't just assume. Please don't.
Okay, so you're telling the viewers don't assume just because you might do something on your own does not mean that that's what happens in your encounters with Blueface, right? Do not assume. You're telling the viewers not to assume, right? Do not assume, right?
You said do not assume?
Yeah, you're telling the viewers not to assume that just because you do something on Twitter or OnlyFans means that you do it to Blueface, right?
Yeah, because I do have certain exclusives on my Twitter, BDSM and stuff like that. Like, I don't do that with Blueface. Me and him, we have our own sexual relationship. Like, everything I do on Twitter is not everything I do with Blueface.
Okay. All right. Now, I don't know if you want to share this, but people want to know, do you have any children?
Do I have any what?
Do you have any children of your own?
No.
No. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think that's it for now. Like I said, I know you have other things that you want to spill. Like you did tonight, you did mention that you're gonna go and see Blueface soon, hopefully, in prison. That you're gonna try to schedule a visit or go about the application of such thing, right? So keep us updated. Just so we know, right? Just so we can let our viewers know what's going on. Now, one other viewer here, your favorite paralegal Cassandra, wants to know, like, do you have a job? Like, do you currently work, or is OnlyFans, is that your job? Or
I'm a dancer.
Okay, so you still do dancing. You
I do OnlyFans.
Okay. All right, cool. We respect that.
I have a little clothing line, but I stopped doing it for a long time. But I'm gonna I'm gonna redo my clothing line, and I'm gonna start making dancer outfits.
Okay.
If you guys are interested in dancer outfits, just boutique clothing, I'll be doing that soon. I'm gonna post it on my story when I start doing it. So if you guys are interested,
So
it's called Ed the Bird Boutique.
okay. All right, interesting. So they'll probably they'll be on your IG. So maybe put the links on your IG and stuff, and they can possibly check it out. But somebody wanted to know as well with Blueface, did he promise you anything? Because we've spoken to some other girls before, and they said that he promised them to be on a show or something. Did Blueface promise you anything right now, or you're just kind of chilling and checking out the vibe?
Did he what?
Did Blueface promise you anything yet?
Did he promise me anything?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like?
So I guess that might be a no. So basically, I guess what they're trying to figure out is, with you connecting to Blueface right now, did he promise you anything? Did he say, "Hey, what's up, baby? Don't worry, we're gonna put you on a show. You're gonna be a baddie." Like, did he promise you anything?
I can't say. I'm not allowed to speak on that.
Okay, Coco. We respect that. We respect the fact that you're here sharing some information with us. So that's interesting that you can't say anything about that. But thank you. We appreciate you coming out. We hope to hear from you a little bit later if you have some more tea to help us understand what's going on. But other than that, I think it's safe enough to say thanks again for coming out, and we'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you again. We appreciate you. Well, what the information you have. Some people don't appreciate it, but you know what I'm saying.
Go to my TikTok live.
All right, cool. So we'll end this soon, and hopefully they'll meet you over there. Thanks again. All right. So that's crazy, you guys. Sometimes things just happen here. I try to go with the flow and see what we can find out. And, like I said, I didn't know if she was going to jump on, not jump on. Way up. How are you hanging in there? Thank you so much. I know we did not plan that, but
Thank you. I had a good time. The chat was live. I enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed the viewers. Very much so.
Right, you're cutting out a bit there, but what were you saying there? That I heard you about. The chat was live. You enjoyed what was going on. There were some things that was obviously nerve-wracking, right, for some of the viewers, right?
Right.
Now we should have asked, like Cassandra and Nicole here said, we should have asked if she was going to help with the 15 million. But I mean, that might have been rhetorical at that point because come on, y'all. From the sounds of it, do you think she can help with that 15 million right now, or am I just? You know what I'm saying? Because when she popped her ish about where she works and what she's doing right now, it wasn't,
She definitely can't help, but he's definitely baiting her so that she can help.
So you think this could be another paycheck, huh?
Absolutely. That's why she couldn't speak on it. It's definitely something like, listen, you're gonna have to split some of that Twitter, TikTok money.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Because we did ask her, right? We did go ahead and say, did he promise you something? And she said she can't speak on that right now, but maybe she'll speak on it soon. So I'm trying to respect her boundaries for now because I know some of the viewers want to know what's going on. I know some of y'all are going to be like, Bluerock, no, don't do it. We don't need another one of this. We're good. We don't need to hear from her anymore. I get it. I get some of you guys are going to say that. But we might still want to hear from her. There might still, listen, I already know there's some good tea coming already. There's some stuff coming out just now that I'm trying to get her to share with me, the actual receipts, because, I don't like to mention things really unless we have receipts. I could mention it, but I told her I won't mention it yet because I'm trying to get those receipts, you guys, because that's what's going to matter. But I'm telling you, the tea that's coming out next when it, with what's going on in the background since she dropped these videos and the people that's been contacting her, you know what I mean? Y'all really smart. The viewers are smart. They've already caught on that she's worked with Sadie before. I don't know if it's a blogger that said that and they learned it through a blogger, but either way, people do what they do. You know what I'm saying, Leah?
I totally get it. Like I said, your viewers, you have like the #1 viewers. They are awesome. They know what time it is, and no one's really slow in there. And they are funny too, extremely funny.
I know the viewers. I definitely appreciate them. All 453 of y'all still listening right now. Go ahead and hit that like button. But you guys definitely get spicy up in the chat, and you don't hold back your opinion, which I appreciate. You know, but we did drop the StreamYard link a couple times tonight, and nobody came up. I don't know why, and nobody came up to share their opinion because, you know, last time it was kind of, you know, people definitely wanted to come out and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, it's kind of hard to kind of distinguish what she was saying, right? So that was a challenge, but she did well, and we kind of got the gist because you narrated. But I think that's probably why, you know. But you were
Yeah.
very. Chat, they said you were extremely nice to her. You took it easy on her.
And that's the thing, you know, a lot of the times the chat knows me. That's what I do. You know, here's the way I look at that. I'm going to do my best to stay neutral as possible so I can get these people up here so you guys can do what you do. You know what I'm saying, chat? You know, so if I'm to just go off based on some of the things I think or act certain ways that I might want to act, you know, then they might not be here. You know what I'm saying? And for some of y'all would be like, I don't care, Bluerock, do that. Let them feel their way and let them not come up here. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm going to say to you guys is that I still don't think that's cool. I'm going to work my best to be in the back and do what I do and bring them up here. Now, there's Lovely in the background here. She's backstage right now. I don't know if she's trying to figure out how to turn off her mic or not. Or sorry, I see the mic on, but I see the camera, but I don't know if she wants me to bring her up now or if she's trying to turn off the camera. So I'm going to give that a moment. Natasha Thomas, I do appreciate you for saying that I'm awesome. I try my best. You know, I see all the blue diamonds in the chat as well, so I appreciate you guys with that as well. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I try to stay non-biased so I can bring you guys the tea. If I'm there cussing people out, then ain't nobody gonna want to see me or talk to me. But you know, I still give my commentary here and there, whether or not they may like it or might not like it. Let's bring Lovely up there because Lovely is here, and I think she has a comment. Now, I do want to let all the guests know who's coming up right now, to just give a short opinion or some comments here, or maybe a question. Please stay respectful, no swearing, none of that stuff. Let's stay, you know, within guidelines, right? What's going on, Lovely? How's it going? Or Lavelle?
Hey,
Is it Lavelle?
it's Lavelle, yeah.
So you know, I'm moving quicker sometimes, but I see it now.
No,
What's
it's good, it's good. So I definitely think that girl got a secret motive. Like, she worked with Sadie. She don't have nothing bad to say about Jaden. So it's just funny. It's all funny, and I can't wait till you drop the rest of the tea.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So you said she didn't have anything bad to say about Jaden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, some people might argue with that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think she I don't know. I think what she said about Jaden is things that a lot of people have already kind of accepted. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's why we're. She didn't say anything bad. You know, she just spoke the truth. You know, you know, is that fair to say? You know what I'm saying? Because maybe if Jaden was listening, Jaden was probably like, "This like, what do you mean? Like, no, you know, like maybe she would have disagreed with some of the stuff said, right?
Right.
And I hear where you're coming from when we think about nothing being said bad, because I think those are the narratives. I think you remember in that conversation with her just now, I said to her, I go, it sounds like you speak to Carlissa a lot, because honestly, when she was saying that part, it sounded like Carlissa to me. What do you think, Way Up?
It definitely did. And listen, the way Carlissa said stuff, and then the way she was saying stuff, it definitely, I don't know. She came out of nowhere. Like, that's your man, and you just spoke with him a day ago. How? It's just funny. It's weird. Like,
yeah, it seems staged.
Yeah, real staged, for real. I just can't wait for you to drop the rest of the tea, the rest of the receipts. I need to see it all.
I know, and I wish I could mention it, but you know what? Sometimes I wish I can give a bit of a teaser, like maybe the T starts with J. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's there, it's out there, you know, and it's kind of interesting, right? Because people, you know, claim that certain people moved on and you know, and things aren't the way it is, right? But I think the tea that's there to be spilled is quite interesting. There's going to be a lot of conversations out of it. But I thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you again. I do want to bring Rochelle up, but before I do that, Way Up, any comments that you wanted to add to anything Lavelle was just saying, or?
Well, no. I mean, you know, she had pretty much sharing the same sentiment as I, Carlissa, and she has something to do with it. It just seems like it, but it'll be interesting to see how this all.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Rochelle. Oh, sorry, way up. I think you're cutting out. I think you're still cutting out. That's why I interrupted there.
It's okay. Go ahead. I'm not sure.
Hello.
Or maybe it's
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Rochelle, what's up?
Hello. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, Rochelle, can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes, I can hear
What's
you
up?
now. Hi, I just had a comment. So, like, you know how she said she was ready and like for all the drama? Well, I don't think she really is because Krishan, she can get really crazy about her baby, you know? Like, I do not agree with her following her baby and Krishan for clout.
Sorry, so you think right now that she's okay? So on her page right now, you're saying she's following Krishan and the baby, and you believe that was done for clout as well?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, that's interesting because I don't know if she was following them before all of this went down, or if that was something that was done on
Yeah,
purpose.
that's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too, because she had to meet a couple of the girls, you know, because she said she was there before in 2023, and Krishan was around that time too, you know.
That's definitely true. That's some good input
And
because we don't know, right?
yeah, so she might just know the girls because if she was there 2023, so was Jalen and Krishan, so that doesn't add up, you know.
That's another thing, right? Because she did say 2023, and I thought about that too. I was like, that was just last year.
Yeah,
Right, but we know
so
the videos. We know the videos on. All we can say is when it comes to receipts, there was videos, that music video from 5 years ago, and then these jail calls from now. So unless, Miss Davis has some kind of receipt to show us that there was some connection or something going on in 2023, which I'm going to work my ass off to try to get, right? But unless there's
yes.
something that she can provide, then I don't think we can't take that.
Yeah, because I already knew she kind of had like like she was getting like some type of sexual intimate with Blueface just because of the fact that I know how Blueface is.
Yeah, now I do know that they have been very intimate with each other. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping that, like I said, there's some tea that I know that I don't really share right away because I try to do what I do in the background to bring this all to you guys to begin with, right? So I was trying
Yeah,
to get her to say what I wanted her to say when it comes to the intimacy that she had shared with Blueface and things like that. But she didn't say that yet. But hopefully the next interview, I'll be able to get her to mention what she had told me previously about their
yeah,
intimacy and how that was captured.
yeah. Because how she said, "That's my man, that's my man." I really got a clue. Like, oh, okay, she probably wants him to be her boyfriend or something, you know. Or like it's just like the whole Bonnie situation. How she claimed Blueface a lot of the time, you know. It kind of sounds kind of familiar to me.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. This is the thing, right? Like what is really going on, right? And what's happening. And I think this is what's good about all of us coming together and asking her questions and trying to figure out because the more we know and the more we find out, I think the more we can kind of see where this is all going, right? Rochelle, thank you again. Way up, do you have any further questions for Rochelle or any commentary at this time?
No, that's all.
Oh, Rochelle's like, I'm gonna answer that. No, I'm good. All right, Rochelle, thank you again. Take care, okay? Wait up. You see, these people have been listening. Our viewers listen. Our viewers are real critical thinkers. Like, they're not just gonna, somebody's saying we need captions. Why do we still need captions right now? You can probably turn your captions on using the YouTube app. I'm gonna go ahead and bring Gold up. Way up, are you there? I don't know. I think she might be having some internet issues. I'm not too sure. Or maybe I am. Who knows? But what's up, Gold? How's everything going? What are your thoughts?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Thanks for checking.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to share my thoughts. It sounds to me like, so she said the first time she talked to him was yesterday. So this all happened after whatever falling out him and Krishan had. So clearly it's to get under her skin or try to get under her skin, hoping it doesn't work. But my take on Davis is that he chose to talk to her because he knows of her from the past, and he probably knew that she was very naive and easy to manipulate, because in my opinion, she's not in on the scheme or the scam or the setup. She just really thinks he's interested in her and thinks that they're going to be a couple, or that they're going to have some type of relationship, and he's going to get her on a show, or, you know, because she kept saying, I can't answer that to certain questions. But my opinion was just that she is clueless and he's manipulating her to try to get under Krishan's skin, and she doesn't even realize it.
I hear part of it. Now, you don't think you think she's clueless, or do you think she's just willing to play along?
No, I think she really believes that he is interested in her.
Oh, well, that's quite interesting, right? You know, who
Just
knows?
the way she answered questions, in my opinion, just seemed like she genuinely thinks that she has, you know, a shot at, not like it's a prize, but at being in a relationship with him. So she.
Well, I hear that. Well, I was just thinking maybe she doesn't want to lose what was promised, so she's trying to play along with the rules.
Yeah.
Who knows? But that's some good input. You know, I think a lot of viewers are seeing where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks again, Gold, for your input.
Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, so I do see Dree in the background as well. We're gonna bring you up. What's up? What's going on?
Hey, Bluerock, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing pretty good.
And don't forget, we have Way Up here too. What's up? You gotta say, hey, Way Up. I know y'all probably are not used to Way Up being here, but she's here nonetheless. And I don't know if she's actually here, because I think she was having some issues with the internet. Way Up, are you there yet, or what's up? I don't know why I can't hear her all of a sudden anymore. Maybe remove yourself and come back to the party and see if that works. Just reset everything. But go ahead, Dree. What were you saying?
Yes. The thing is, I was paying attention to like kind of like the timing when all of this had came about, and my question basically is like, when this thing came up about the video, and then Carlissa mentioned something. I'm trying to figure out if Carlissa mentioned something earlier, before the video was released to you, or was it after?
Carlissa mentioned something before the phone call actually happened.
So, do you kind of think that it seems kind of like the timing is a little bit too convenient? Does it seem that way to you?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's either Carlissa got the memo about what was going down and she spilled the beans and opened her mouth a little too soon before it actually went down, or Carlissa actually, maybe it was somebody else and this actually happened and he did get banned. Maybe Miss Davis never heard from Blueface today, because he got banned from the video call because of yesterday. Like, who knows, right?
Right.
But she did say she heard from him on text. So that's kind of where I'm going with the thought process around all of that, So there are some questions, right? There are some things that make you think, Carlissa spilled the tea before it actually occurred. So was she actually talking about, what we all saw, or was she talking about something else before that? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because it seemed like kind of like, okay, she's communicating. Somebody's communicating with somebody. She was for Carlissa to actually, come out and speak on it. And I'm like, okay, something sounds pretty sketchy to me, or whatever. But I'm not sure. And then my other thing about, with her was the fact that, this is my first time even knowing of who this female is, or whatever. So I'm assuming that she was probably somebody like a fling or something that happened when Blue was, Blue does what he does. But he hasn't even claimed her publicly. I don't even think he follows her on social media or anything.
No.
So my thing is, so y'all really enjoy being kept like a secret? Because to be honest with you, the only person to be honest with you, with Krishan and with, Baby Porter, when him and Krishan was like on good terms and together, whatever, the main two people that he followed was Krishan and the baby. Like, it wasn't nobody else. Like, I'm assuming that Krishan was standing on business with that. Like, it's us or nothing. So when they got into it, now he's following everybody else or whatever. Everybody knows how Blue just crashes out when he gets upset and when he don't get his way. That's from what I've seen. So all these people find me, and all of a sudden this chick here comes up, and then you trying to get her to gain clout. Then you putting stuff in her ear because to me, I mean, something may have happened between those two, but it seems like she's delusional to me. Just being honest, she seems delulu, like it's actually something more than what it is. When basically she seems like she's just a moment, somebody to piss. I mean, would make Krishan angry or something, and I don't think it's working this time. That's just my personal opinion. That's why I want to get out.
No, I hear that. I hear that. Who knows? So I think that's a lot of concern. I think people feel, I think even the other viewer kind of felt that, Miss Davis is, really believing some of the antics, right? Really believing perhaps that, Blueface might be interested in her, that
Right.
perhaps there might be something more here that might come out of this. And I can't really comment to what it would be or what it wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we can kind of, feel some ways about what that would look like, right? Now, like some other people were mentioning, Bonnie did come out and say, certain things that she was promised, certain dreams too, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, Bunny. Don't get me started because I don't want to get you canceled.
Yeah, right.
That's your channel.
No, exactly. So basically, you're saying you're a fan of Bonnie's, right?
No, I don't like Bunny.
I know.
No.
I'm playing.
No, I just don't want you to get canceled because of all the negative stuff I got to say about her. So, it's nothing.
No, I hear you. But that's all right. That's okay. So Michelle says this is not the same. This girl is nobody. He just saw that she was gullible enough to listen to post. Like keep in mind, right? This girl submitted what she did what she did, and then Blueface called her. So I don't really know the process of how this works. Like I don't know if Blueface would have saw a photo of her, would have saw her names. Like I don't know what would have really triggered Blueface to say, "Hey, let me go ahead and reach out to her." You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like, it's just like anybody at this point, anybody, long as it's somebody like that, long as like, she feels as if I'm dealing with such and such or whatever, it's going to make her angry or something like that, or it's going to trigger her or whatever. And the thing is, I commend Krishan because she's not even giving anything any, pushback or anything. I mean, I am so proud of her. But,
right?
she's
definitely focused.
Yeah, the people trying to do what they can to keep the struggles. It's on life support now because the big baby ain't falling for it. I get it, but I'm proud of her though. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm so proud of her or whatever that she's not, trying to put anything to the forefront, not speak on, because Krishan usually would have went live and would have popped her ish about a lot of stuff, and she's not feeding into it. And I'm so proud of the journey that she's on. I'm so proud of her.
Right. And it's true, she's not giving into anything. We've seen her just kind of stick to her journey and stick to what she's doing,
Right.
And I think a lot of her viewers and fans and a lot of our viewers are quite, happy to see that, to see the focus, and because, if she did get involved, all these stories would really blow up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nonetheless, it's still really good that she is staying focused and doing her. Right. And I think a lot of people are extremely excited to see what God's plan is going to produce for her with the show, as well as just with her faith and her journey overall, and including her family. Right. I think her family is starting to be incorporated in a different way than what the viewers are used to. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how that kind of all evolves itself. Right. So I do want to thank you again for jumping on and sharing your opinion.
Thank you.
No worries. So thanks again for your support as well, because I'm happy you guys come around and support me and support us in the show and stuff like that. It's very much needed, and I do thank you and everybody else in the chat for that. So you guys, Wait Up did have some issues just now with her mic stuff, so she dropped off. I'm pretty sure y'all saw that in her chat there. In the chat, she had mentioned that she had some issues there. I do want to let you guys know that you have to stay tuned for Sunday. So look out for our next show Sunday at around 8 p.m. Okay, with Miss Armstrong. So that's the woman that pressed charges on Blueface's brother Andre. So she's going to be stepping up. So we have a jam-packed interview planned with her. She's going to be stepping up and letting us know exactly what happened, right? How the relationship started and how it's, it got to the part where she pressed charges on Andre, and perhaps maybe the breakup. I don't know if I should call it a breakup. You know what I'm saying? but we're definitely going to look into that. We do want to take a moment to wish Krishan Rock all the best, of course. I do see a viewer in the backstage that want to say something quickly. I'll let you come up to say something, but I did want to take a moment, since here Michelle as well had to mention it here, manifesting that the judge shows leniency to Krishan in the morning. We want to take a moment to wish Krishan Rock all the best in tomorrow's situation, right? I do want to let you guys know as soon as we find anything out, we will go ahead and we'll post it on our Instagram. So if you're not following there, go ahead and follow there. We might post it on the YouTube community wall, and as well it's going to be on Facebook. So make sure you guys don't, miss that news, because I know a lot of people are going to be concerned and worried, and they're going to want to know the update. But we definitely need to take a moment, to just wish her some luck and hope that everything works out for her and Junior, because, she has a lot of good things that she has planned to do, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us want to see it. She's been doing a lot of great things in the community, supporting local businesses, local, hairstylists, restaurants, going to the local fair and supporting that, supporting her fans, and just supporting, new people who are now becoming fans of her, and just shedding a lot of positivity. We most recently saw an interview that she had with a pastor. So if you have not checked that out, let's be clear, go ahead and check that out now. So, she's been doing a lot of great things, and I think showing the viewers that she's moving in the right path, and she's trying to do things differently, and we support that. We support that here at Bluerock Tea TV, and I know a lot of our viewers support that as well. Okay, I do want to go ahead and let our viewer up here to see what's going on, what's popping.
Hey, what's up? This is Girl 6. How you doing today?
Sorry, I'm doing good, but you're cutting out there. What did you say?
I said, what's up? How y'all doing today?
There you go. I heard you loud and
Girl
clear.
6.
I'm doing good. How's everything? What's up?
I'm doing well. I'm just listening to this show, listening to different views of people and things like that, and the reason why they think that she's lying or clout chasing or whatever, because why wait till now to say something? You had plenty of opportunities. Now, since Blue out the picture, now all of a sudden you want to jump on the bandwagon and on the Krishan and Bluerock show. Come on.
I hear that. So you just think right now this is just a simple clout chase for her? She got Blueface on the phone call and she's just milking it.
It could be, but then again, you never know with him, because he has relationships with multiple women. So you already know how he get down. So it's not like he's not into making girls fall in love with him and act like he want to be with them.
I heard that. So, I guess what you're doing is you're putting accountability on both of them to some extent, right? She should know what she's doing and what's going on right now, and he should know what he's doing and what's going on, right? I think some people in the chat are putting a bit more control in his pocket, right? No Diddy, I guess, in that situation, but
yeah, and at the same time, this man hasn't posted on, even I just looked at his Twitter page, since I think January. So where did she come from? Like, how all of a sudden you appear out of nowhere? Like, who are you? Like, let's be clear. Like, I mean, we want to know where you come from. Where did you come from?
Right. And I think that's the important thing, what people want to know. So trust me, we're going to work hard in the background here to see if we can get more information about, what happened from the moment they did the music video all the way up until now. Is she capping about anything in between? If there are stories in between, what receipts does she have? So we're definitely here at Bluerock Tea TV. We're going to try to look into that with her, try to get the story for you guys. I do thank you again for coming up and sharing your opinion.
All right. Thank you for having me. Y'all have a great night.
All right. You too. All right. Sorry about that. I think I cut you off a little bit too early there, but thanks again so much for being here, everybody. You know how we do on Bluerock Tea TV. We want to give you guys the news. We want to give you the tea while it's hot, but more than just the 60 seconds of bullshit that we give you, we want to make sure you guys have the opportunity to ask your own questions, to see some of these people up on stage. So that's why we do what we do. I know sometimes y'all mad at me for bringing some of the attention here on, maybe to the people that you think is the wrong people, but hey, it's the tea of the day, and my job is to serve that tea. All right, drop blue diamonds in the chat if you think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because I know It's been a tough day, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a tough day. Every time people don't agree, it gets tough. It really does. But nonetheless, I enjoy doing my job. I enjoy watching the supporters. I enjoy giving you guys, what you want to see, when you want to see it. Always hit me up in my DMs. I'm very friendly. I try to reply back to as many people as I can, if not everybody. So follow me on IG. I don't know what else to do. Hit that like button. You know what's up. And don't forget to meet us here on Sunday, because it's going to get wild. I kid you not. Sunday's going to get wild. There's going to be some details that Miss Armstrong's going to share with us that might kind of get y'all going. So, there's more receipts that she has. There's even a video. Y'all heard me. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a video. So I have a recent video from Miss Armstrong that shows Andre visiting her house. Okay, so y'all remember how that court document said something about what was it again? Something about a Ring camera. Well, my girl still had her Ring camera popping and going, and she's about to share all that with us. So this Sunday at 8 p.m. Was this, bro, y'all? This was not planned. Okay, so this Sunday at 8 p.m., y'all, keep it locked right here on Bluerock Tea TV, where we spill the tea on the celebrities you love and hate. Let's do this. Peace.